Pretty much the same, a little bit.
How's the b-ball season?
Just beat the #1 ranked team in the nation.
Nice.
I think it's more than 10.
You said what?
Never mind. My shit was tripping.
Nah, Jam, mine did the same thing.
It says something about the region. You can join my broadcast.
Hey, Brendan sent another.
I am. Did you download it? Oh, I said Easter egg.
Turn off your audio, bro.
Yeah, turn off that audio shit.
I want to see something great, bro. That nigga Markel said you guys.
Bro, I beat that nigga Markel.
What the Browns care? Nah, this offense shitty.
The Jaguars. I already started it.
Okay, I see. Niggas, what are you supposed to turn off this game? Yeah, when are you supposed to turn off this audio?
Bro, you niggas about to just deal with it.
Bro, fuck you.
Bro, come on, bro. Fuck.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Brady's Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You know, there's an interesting nugget that you unearthed as the Patriots come back out here on offense. The Pats, 22 starters in Super Bowl 51 against Atlanta. Only half of those guys started against the Jags in the AFC Championship game.
They remake their roster better than anyone in the league. Because you remember when they beat Seattle in the Super Bowl a few years ago? They come back 2 seasons later. Very few of those guys left on the roster. Come back and do it again. I think a big part of it is they know how to coach, they know how to teach, they know how to identify talent, bring in the right guys. And let's face it, it's the same head coach, the same owner, and maybe most importantly, same quarterback on all those teams.
Yeah, that helps. From midfield, here's Brady. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Brady going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Brady now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Craig Robertson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's go.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Throwing now is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Brady. Now he's flushed out left. Looking deep now for Amendola. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles. Teron Armstead at left tackle. Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. James Harrison coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flushed out under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened
there. You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Craig Robertson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To the ground, this time with Ingram. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On the keeper, it's Breeze. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On play action, now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They try again with Lewis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Brady. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Brady now on 1st down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. On first down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Breeze is looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. New England on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ingram again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.